We got Bullet Bob on 1, Big Bill on 2, Sassy Sparrow on 3, Rowdy Raj on 4, Ringo Kid on 5, EIT on 6. Hand judging. We got Diamond Jim, Cajun Greg, Run Batman Run, Six Killer, Wildfire, and Great River.
Hello, can you hear me now?
It would probably be useful. Yeah, better than thanks.
Hello, yeah, there you go. Got that working. All right.
I'm on 3, you're on 4, right? Right?
What's your name? Sassy Sparrow, you're on 3.
Hello, yeah, we hear that.
Don't even get to warm up.
Okay, I need range now. Ojo, you got the range?
I got the range, make it big.
Ojo's got the range. Here we go.
Alright, we got a hand judge, we got the shooters on the line. Shooters, load and make ready.
Load and make ready.
Shooting 2X format.
2X. No, right.
Holster your guns. Holster your guns. Hands off guns, down range.
Yeah, I might hit it.
You don't, I will. Alright, range is hot, safe to handle your guns.
There was an extra lid
Alright, my hand judges are seated. Good luck, gunfighters. Here we go. Line is ready.
Line's ready. Here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got enough time on 1 and 2. Down here on 3, I have a 6-11 on lane 4. I have a 960 on lane 5. I have a 5-4-2. No time on lane 6.
Got a hand up on 3.
Got a hand up on 3.
Hands off guns. Alright, got a gun out. Stand by. Hands off guns. Down range, check target 3. Hand judges.
I'm going to check target 3.
Yep, right there.
Good hit on 3. Line is hot, safe to handle guns.
Nice shot. Yeah, she got you.
Our gunfighters, here we go. Line is ready.
Here we go. Shoot on the line. Shooter set. All right, down here on lane 1, I got a 338. I have no time on 2 or 3. On lane 4, I have a 934. No time on 5 or 6.
Line is ready.
Line's ready. Here comes command. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got a 334 on lane 1. On lane 2, I have a 644. No time 3 or 4. On lane 5, I have a 535, and on lane 6, I have a 728.
Line is ready.
Here we go. Shooter on the line. Shooter set. All right, I have no time on lane 1. On lane 2, I have a 510. No time on 3, 4, 5, or 6. What are the scores, Squirrel?
We got 2 to 1, 1 to 1, and 2 to 0.
And that's after how many shots?
That is number 4.
That's number 4. Here comes number 5.
Line is ready.
Line's ready. Here comes the command. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got a no time on lane 1. On lane 2, I have a 593. No time on 3, but on 4, I have a 717. On 5, I have a 567, and no time on 6.
And that is round to Rowdy Raj and to Ringo Kid.
Round to Rowdy Raj and Ringo Kid. You guys can unload and show clear. And here on 1 and 2.
All right, we got shooters and hand judges. Load, make ready.
If we have our own ammo, use your own. Just whatever. I don't care.
It's easier to ask forgiveness for permission.
Yeah.
But it's dirty.
It should be easier to ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, right?
I helped load. I helped them load. Yeah, you ready?
You just making an ammo box lighter for him. That's all.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
other thing. All right, shooters, hand judges are down. Here we go.
Here we
Line
go.
ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, got no time on lane 1. On lane 2, I have an 8, 0, 5. No time, 24, 5. Down on lane 6, I have a 5, 24.
Here we go, shooters. Line ready.
Shooters on the line. Shooter set.
Whether or not I get the right names on everybody's a whole other thing, but I recognize it.
There we go, down here on line 1, I have a 5, 5, 4. No time on 2. On 3, I have a 5, 9, 0. No time on 4. On 5, I have a 6, 5, 3. No time on 6.
But I spent all day with you and thought your name was Ricochet because we were number 4 people. Yeah.
And that was what, the third shot? That was number 2.
Yeah. So,
All
All right,
right,
here we go. Line ready.
here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooter
well, I
set.
found if I could shoot like that. Damn, I bet you was my very first shoot.
All right, down here on lane 1, I have a 5, 3, 0. On lane 2, I have a 7, 4, 3. On lane 3, I have no time. On lane 4, I have a 5, 8, 8. On lane 5, I have a no time. And on 6, I have a 5, 4, 3.
Here we go, shooters. Line ready.
Line's ready. Here comes your command. Shooter on the line. Shooter set. All right, I have no time on 1. On lane 2, I have a 766. On lane 3, I have a 573. No time on 4. On lane 5, I have a 663. And on
Range master, the range please, range master.
Got a range master?
Need a range master. Man, range master, I got it.
Will got it? Okay, slow and make ready.
All right, the load make ready command has been given.
You will be.
I did it on purpose.
Can you hear me down there okay?
If you did it, it wouldn't have.
Line is ready. All right, shooters, here come your pins. Shooters on the line.
Not with the
Shooters,
not with kids.
set.
I did just think, I've always had that comment here. I did.
495 on one, last round 2. No times on 3, 4 comes in with a 549. No times on 5 or 6.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here are your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 541 on 1. Beating out that 577 on 2. No time on 3, 4 comes in with a 501. No time on 5, and 6 comes in with a 419.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time on 1. 2 finds it with a 585. No time on 3 or 4. 5 comes in with a 362. Edging out that 4 line on 6. After 3 shots, the match ends 2-1, not to 2, and 1-1.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
Yep.
No time on 1. 2 comes in at 573. 769 on 3. Not fast enough for that 527 on 4. We have a 324 on 5. Beating out that 417 on 6. That was your 4th shot, and the match ends 2-2. Round elimination, Ringo Kid on lane 4. And 2-1 on 5 and 6. All right. Turn around and Judge. Let's get this done.
Remember, you want to jump in on
We're at 5.
All right, shooters, load and make ready.
We'll load them up, make them ready, shooters. Here we go.
All of them one, so we'll cut it by 3.
This has the way I want it to go. We're gonna have 6 shooters after this.
If they all have 1 X, it's going to go the way you want. All right, everybody ready? Line is ready.
Line's ready, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set. That counted, guys and gals. That one counted.
Is it going the way you wanted it to?
We'll see. I'll let you know in a little bit.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set.
Wow.
There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. On lane 1, we have a 663. On lane 2, we have a 396. On lane 3, I have a 626. On lane 4, I have a 549. On lane 5, I have a, what is that, a 612? Yeah, that's what that is. And down there on lane 6, I have a 507. You get them all scored? Hang on, scorekeepers. Scorekeeper's got to write all these scores down. Okay. Stand easy for a second.
Anybody want to sing a song or
There
anything?
we go.
Look around, huh?
Sing all about a
All right, George, we're good.
All right, here we go. Line is ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. Wow, look here. Okay, ready squirrel on lane 1, I have no time. On lane 2, I have a 3-9-0. On lane 4, I have a 5-1. I'm sorry, on lane 3, I have a 5-1-0. On lane 4, I have a no time 5, a no time, and on 6, I have a 5-9.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. All right, down here on lane 1, I have a 7-40. On lane 2, I have a 4-58. That's round elimination of Smoke Wagon. On lane 3 and 4, I have no time. On 5, I have a no time. And on lane 6, I have a 5-53. And that's round to Cajun Greg. Cajun Greg can unload and show clear. We're still shooting on 3 and 4. We're still tied 1-1. This is the 5th shot. Shooting on 3 and 4, Jordan.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, that was the 5th shot. We're still tied 1-1. Still trash over.
All right, y'all ready? Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooter on the line. Shooter set. All right, lane 3, I have a 5-37. Lane 4 has a no time. That's gonna round Ringo Kid, unload and show clear.
All right, hands up.
So the 3-pair cleaner, Ringo Kid, 6-killer, and Cajun Greg.
Wow.
One more.
One more.
One more. There you go.
All right, these are the last 6. We'll get down to it. 3 of them have 1X, 3 of them are clean.
All right, guys, load and make ready.
You heard it. Load and make ready.
All right, guys, everybody ready? Here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got a 354 on lane 1, no enter on 2. Down here on lane 3, I have a 593. No time 4, 5, or 6.
All right, guys. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I've got a 355 on lane 1. On lane 2, I have a 549. On lane 3, I have a 533. No time on 4. Down here on lane 5, I have a 554. No time on 6.
All right, hands off guns. 1 and 2 down range.
All right, we're going to wander down there and look at the target. How many hits you have on the target? He should have 2.
No hit on 1.
No hit on 1. That's going to change the score.
You'll get a ticket. You'll get a ticket. You get a
I'd love to have a 355.
Bounce back, yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooter on the line. Shooter set.
You don't have to worry about it.
All right, I got a 371 on lane 1, no enter on 2, no time on 3. Down here on 4, I have a 357. On 5, I have a 532, and no time on 6. How many shots is that?
That's the third shot. Our score is 2-1, 2-1, and 2-0.
There we go.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooter's on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got no time and no time on 1 and 2. Down here on lane 3, I have a 534. 4, 5, and 6 no time.
All right. 1 and 2. You ready? Here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Here you go. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. Put that on the floor. Round the bullet hole. 2-1 and 5. There you go. Round the bullet ball.
And that's done. 1 and 6.
2. Hey, Ringo on 3. Ringo on 3. 4.
He wasn't that quick 30 years before. All right, we need 2 hand judges.
Give us stand judges up here.
No, we only need 1.
No, you need 2.
Okay,
Let me do this. You keep score.
Sounds good. No, we're just gonna shoot. Well, they should shoot the bow first because it'll be weird.
Oh no, we're gonna shoot everybody.
Wait, but it'll be weird because we'll have an extra shot. Well, if we shoot the bow first, then we're gonna shoot the other shots.
Shoot it over with this. Are you gonna shoot a 5-man first? You 2 shoot and the 5, and we'll keep
Right,
going.
but then I have to keep track of the other on there. Right, but then they'll get shots around 5 to 1.
Okay.
And then I'll have to go
All right, let's shoot the 5 first. Let's shoot the 5 first.
She's arguing us down. It's okay. We're going to shoot the
Out
ball
of
first.
here. She's the score. All right, 3, 4, and 5. Load and make ready.
Like they'll be on shots too, and they'll be on shots.
Okay.
All right, everybody ready? You ready, Ringo? All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. Looks like lane 4 won the bye.
Ringo went to 5. We move 5 to 4.
And note to get on 4.
All right, guys, you ready? Line's ready.
Line's ready. Here we go. For the bye. Shooters on the line. Shooter set.
All right, move over to 2. We'll give you 1 shot. All right, so note to hit on 2. All right. Load what you need to. As long as you need to on two.
Yes, indeed.
Alright guys, here we go. Line's ready.
All right, line's ready. Here we go. Shoot on the line. Shooter, set. All right, I got a no time on lane one with a 6:17 on lane two.
Alright guys, line's ready.
Line's ready. Here we go. Shooter on the line. Shooter, set. All right, I got a no time on lane one with a 5:85 on lane two.
Alright, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooter on the line. Shooter, set. On lane one and on lane two, I have 5:18. That's going to be 3 points. Ryan elimination to Big Bill. Is that? Ringo Kid, thanks for playing, buddy. Thanks for playing.
Come on, Greg.
Alright, hands off guns, stand right.
All right, we're giving Cajun Greg lane choice, and he said he wants lane two. He's going to move Bill over to lane one. Third lane.
You got a wide angle lens. Well, it was me, I wanted to make sure he got me back. We good? Alright, load and make ready.
Load and make ready for Big Bill. Now, Big Bill is one X, right? Cajun Greg is clean. So, to Big Bill to win this, it's got to beat Cajun Greg twice.
Well, that's not fair. Alright, gentlemen, now use the term where it is. Are you ready? Line's ready.
Here we go, shooter on the line. Shooter, set. All right. Have a 590 on lane one, no extra on lane two. It's not like these two have never stopped together.
Alright guys, here we go.
Here we go, line's ready. Shooter on the line. Shooter, set. No time and no time. Score's still 1-0. Yeah, 3 winning shots right now. 3 winning shots. 1-0.
Alright, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooter on the line. Shooter set. All right. I got no time on lane one with a 5:68 on lane two. Scores 1-1.
Alright, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, I got a 6:09 on lane one. But that 558 was already there. Scores now 0-2.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. All right, that was another shot on one and a 529 on lane 3. 3 shots, round elimination to Cajun Greg, who shot the jackpot match clean.
There you go. All right, hands out good. Damn right. There you go, Greg. How's that? All right. I'm no better.
Aye, load back ready has been given.
I'll make sure. I don't think I'll let you do that. I appreciate it. Be my
Head judges are down. All right, shooters, the line's ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set. No time on 1, 557 on 2. 380 on 3 with no answer on 4. No time on 5 and the 429 down there on 6. 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 0 to 1.
All right, shooters, the line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set. 771 on 1, but a 551 on 2. No time on 3, 4, 5, or 6.
You have a middle shot.
Go on that door right there.
Working the gun on 5.
All right, hand judges in the hole will be EIT, Red Rock, Pappy Ray, Bailey Boy, and Lone Star.
All right, shooters, line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 743 on 1 with no answer on 2. 381 on 3 with a 460 on 4. No time on 5. No time on 6.
Working the gun on 5.
Hand up down there on 5.
Need a backup gun on 5.
Made a backup gun on 5.
you kind of wait a minute for 5 and 6 and shoot 1 through 4. You want to shoot 1 through 4?
Freeze on 5 and 6, shoot 1 through 4. Line is ready.
All right, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set. 7:38 on 1, no answer on 2, no time on 3, no time on 4. It's going to make it 2-2 on 1 and 2. And 2 to not on 3 and 4.
Freeze on 5 and 6, shoot 1 through 4. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time on 1 or 2. 360 on 3. No time on 4.
Hand up on 4.
That's going to be 3 shots. Shot and round to Manville Marshall. We got a hand up.
Hand up. Hands off guns, down to me. Get a gun out.
I'm going to get a gun out on 5. Hang on just a second. All right, let's take a vote. How many think it's there on 3?
All right, hands off guns, down
All right. How many that don't think it's there? Come on, we have to be positive, Bob. Come on, man, Bill, did you hit the pole?
It ought to be extra points for hitting the pole.
You should. Hey, Cal always said that if you call it before you do it, you win the round. But you got to call it before you hit it.
No hit on 3. No hit.
No hit on 3. I voted for you though, man.
Load if you need to.
All right, load if you need to.
Let's go, Manville.
2 to 2, 2 to not to 1.
Don't hit like that against me.
All right. Shooters, line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time on 1, 2, 3, or 4. A 10:72 on 5. No answer on 6.
Still 6 going.
Get Justin down. Shooters, line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. $7.49 on 1, no time on 2. That's 3 points. Round elimination measure D. $3.65 on 3, no answer on 4. 3 points. Round of elimination to Manville Marshall. $9.16 on 5, no time on 6 is going to be.
Load make ready.
And your load make ready. Command has been given.
I actually had the first one in 19.
Hand judges are down. Shooters, the line is ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Alright, we got no time on 2. We got a 5:09 on lane 3. No time on 4. We got a 5:54 on lane 5. No time on 6.
All right, shooters, the line is ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
You're so unique.
All right, we got a 542 on lane 1, no time on 2. No times 3 or 4. We got a 569 on lane 5. That's beat out by the 452 on lane 6. All right, looks like we got a hand up on 5 or 6. We have to go down and check for a hit.
Hands off guns, down range, looking at 6.
All right, hands off guns, gonna go down range and check for a hit.
No hit on 6.
All right, another hit on 6. We're gonna scratch that out. Scores 1 to 0, 1 to 0, and 2 to 0.
All right, shooters. Line's ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Right, we got a 512 on lane 1. That beats out the 562 on lane 2. We got a 527 on lane 3. That beats the 584 on lane 4. No times, 5 or 6.
All right, shooters. Line's ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Alright, that's a 523 on lane 1. No times on 2. It should be round going to Cajun Greg right there on lane 1. We got a 543 on lane 3. That beats the 599 on 4. No times, 5 or 6. That'll be round going to Medicine Man on lane 3. Scores 2 to 0 on 5 and 6. And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. No time on 5. We got a 427 on lane 6. That's going to change the score, making it 2 to 1. 6 shot coming up.
Shooters. Line's ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. No time 5 with a 433 on 6. That ties it up 2 to 2.
It's a gunfight. Y'all are the only ones shooting. We're all watching. We're all watching you.
No pressure. And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. That's a 529 on lane 5. No time on 6. That's going to lead the round to Ringo Kid. Up next shooting, I have Pill Rider on 1. Bobo on 2.
The loaded and ready command has been given in the hall from the ladies. Madam Clerk 1, Blue on Bell 2, Slowpoke 3, and Wildfire 4. Madam Clerk, Blue-Eyed Bell, Slowpoke, and Wildfire join in the hole.
These guys are racing. They're racing right here.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Whip.
We are racing.
This is a race over here, buddy. All right, gunfighters. Go with something. Line is ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Well, they were all fast.
They stumbled at the starting line. Uh-oh.
They all missed.
I got it surrounded from the inside.
All right, gunfighters. Line is ready.
Line's ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
We got Green River on 1, EIT on 2.
No, time on going 2. No time on 2.
They want to beat each other so fast.
They're on 4.
I'm rooting for both of them.
Oh, for the guy in the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
All right, gunfighters. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. It's a fast 358 on 2. No time, 3 and a 5, 7,
Improve light.
4,
Improve light.
1, 0,
Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
2.
All right, good fighters. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
All right, here.
Hey, go, Bob.
Oh!
Now we got it.
336 on 2.
Eject.
64. 499 on 4. We get a round of elimination to the Ringo Kid there on 4. And it is a 1-to-1 tie on 1 and 2.
Hand shooters on the line. Shooters, load, and make ready.
All right, the load, make ready, command, to you. I don't see any calendar models up there, period, that needed.
All right, hand shooters to see it. Good luck on fire. Here we go. Line ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. No time, 1 and 2 of 5:59 in 3.
My bad.
Line is ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. No time, 1, 2, and 3 in a 6:07 in.
Line is ready.
Here we go, and the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. 391 in 1. 558 in 3, just in front of us. 581. Where's my hand at?
Got hands up on 3.
Already said that.
All right, hands off guns. Going down range, verify, hit on 3.
And go have a gander. All right, Helen Keller, you should have seen it by now. It ain't gonna turn green.
No hit on 3.
That's what we figured.
Line is hot. Safe to handle guns. Load and check them if you need to.
All right. Sales reset. We'll try it again.
All right, hand shooters to see it. Here we go, gunfighters. Line is ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 393 in 1, no time 2. 597 in 3, just beat out with a 580 in 4. That's going to be shot now way down there in 4, the bulletproof. And we are 2-0 in 1 2.
All right, 3 and 4 free. This is 1 and 2.
I need a volunteer in 4. Don't make me get the volunteer stick.
Load and make ready.
The load and make ready command has been given. At this opportunity, you will need to load and make ready.
I called on.
2. And track 1.
Line is ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooter, set. No time, 1 or 2, 4:58 in 3. No time quarter.
Line is ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time, 1, 2, and 3 with a 4:27 in 4.
All right, baby!
Line is ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
That's what you made there. Let's go, Ringo.
Line's ready.
Here we go, folks. The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time, 1, 5:68 and 2. No time, 3 and 4. Gonna make our scores 0-1 and 1-1.
Line's ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Oh, that's a good one. 5:48 and 1, just in front of the 5:89 and 2. 3 and 4, not so good.
Line's ready.
And the line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time, 1, 5:69 and 2. 4:19 and 3. Just beat out with a 4:04 and 4. Ugly close. Those are best. 1-2 and 1-2.
Line is ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 4:76 and 2. 4:32 and 3. Just in front of us. 4:40 and 4. Those are the best, folks. I don't care what the numbers are. Our scores are 2-2 and 2-2.
Line is ready.
The line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Just beating out of 5:64 and 2. 4:29 beating out of no time in 4.
I'm marked up clear.
Shot and round the Ringo Kid 1 and the Smoke Wagon Kid in 3. Good round to Kid.
Down ready.
Alrighty, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No time on 1 to 5:13 on 2. No time on 3 with a 4:63 on 4. 4:42 on 5. No time on 6. Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. 388 on 1 with no answer on 2. No time on 3. 724 on 4. No time on 5. No time on 6.
Alright, line is ready.
All right, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. No time down the line.
Line is ready.
All right, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. 373 on 1, no time on 2. No time on 3 with the 454 on 4. No time 5, no time 6. So that's 3 points around the Red Rock.
Alright. Go, 3 and 4, get off the line. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. No time on 1, no time on 2. No time on 5 and a 569 on 6.
Alright, line is ready. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. 365 on 1, no time on 2, 3 points, round of elimination to Chief Runabout. That's going to make our score down there on 5 and 6, 2-1.
Alright, 3 is 1 and 2. Line is ready.
Line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. 498 on 3, 545 on 4. That's going to be 3 points. Round of elimination to Smoke Wagon Kid.
Alright, hands up,
So unload and show clear.
Come paint.